I'm Russ. I'm 45 years old. I've been training for almost 30 years of my life. And I'm going to teach you guys a full body workout today that I typically do during all of my evaluations with my new clients. And hit each major muscle group twice within the body, and then see what the body's made of. We can program a workout from there. This exercise, we're going to use a V-bar to work our triceps, back part of our arms. What we want to do is we want to grab the V-bar, slide our hands against the pads on the side, pull the weight straight down off that rack, step up to the cable. Keep your feet together, or if you need to balance a little better, you can spread them a little bit apart. Bend the knees slightly, lock the elbows in at the sides. Weight comes right up to your chest, but do not pass the chest. When you go past your chest, your elbows come unlocked. You want to keep your elbows locked at your side. Pull the weight straight down, flex at the bottom. You can feel that squeeze right in the back of your triceps. Hold it, back up nice and gentle just to your chest. Back down, squeeze, up, down, and always flex at the bottom when you're letting all your air out. Up, flex, up, flex, up, flex.
Don't listen to what that last guy said. It's all about weight and maxing out the entire rack.
In this exercise, we're going to use the seated row to work our back muscles, our latissimus dorsi. That's the muscle that gives our V shape in our back. What we're going to do is we're going to grab these handles with an overhand grip. We're going to get our feet placed just behind these platforms. Pull the weight gently off the rack, sit down nice and easy on our butt. Position our feet up on the platform with our feet flat and our toes even. You want a slight bend in your knees. Arch your chest out, straighten your back. With your arms extended all the way in front of you. This is your starting posture. What you want to do is start with a big deep breath and pull a handle into your gut, but don't keep your gut. When you come back, you want to try to keep your elbows nice and tight, like you're trying to touch them together behind your back. What that's going to do is engage your lat muscles. I want you to squeeze them and feel them every single repetition. Control the weight on the way forward. Stretch, but don't lean. Exhale, back in, back, flex, back, flex. You always want to exhale at that point of flexion. When you're back, bringing those elbows together, let your air out and pinch those muscles together.
It's all about a good rock.
In this exercise, we're going to be hitting the chest muscles, the pectoral muscles. This machine simulates a flat bench. This machine also helps us isolate each side of our chest. Whereas when we use another seated bench press or even a flat bench, works both our muscles in tandem. So we want to isolate the muscles occasionally so they each do half of the work. We sit on this bench with our back, head, and shoulders flat against the back. We want to make sure the handles are in line with our chest. Grab the handles with an even grip. Start with a big deep breath. Exhale when you come forward. Now when you come forward, make sure your head and shoulders stay back against the pad. You want to get your arms just about straight, but don't lock out the elbows. Keep them just slightly bent. When you're at the top, you want to try to push your fists together to flex your pectoral muscles. Squeeze them and flex them every rep. Control the weight on the way down. Don't let gravity just drop the weight on you. Lower the weight yourself. Don't let the weight hit when you come back. That's allowing your muscle to take a second of a rest. You want to keep the tension on the muscles throughout the whole set. So big breath, exhale, flex, down, flex, down, flex. And every time you do these reps, you want to exhale at that top point of flexion. Squeeze.
It's all about holding your breath and getting a good push.
For this exercise, we're going to perform a compound movement. We're going to combine two exercises into one. This is what we call a squat press. It combines a squat with an overhead shoulder press. We want to start with a wide base support. Feet are about shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider with the toes slightly pointed out. You want to have a nice even grip on the straight bar, about shoulder width apart. First thing you do is get the weight positioned right on top of your chest. Start with a big deep breath as always. Drop into that squat like you're sitting on an invisible bench. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to drive up through the heels in your feet and push the weight over your head in one motion.
Get that form, just muscle that weight up.
For those of my clients who are unable to perform the squat press because it is a compound movement, we might do something a little bit easier and just keep a singular movement. We'll do something what we call an assisted wall squat, where we use a stability ball, we get it against the wall, and we lean into it about the small of our back, right about our tailbone. We want to angle our legs a little bit away from us, because when we squat down, we never want knees to cross our toes. Have your feet about shoulder width apart with your toes slightly pointed out. Get that chin up, that chest out. You can cross your arms in front of you or just hold them together in a fist. Just keep them out of the way. Now with that nice straight posture, you're going to dip into a squat, like you're sitting on an invisible bench. The ideal is to try to get your legs to 90 degrees. If you can't get that far, don't sweat it. Go as deep as you can maintain your straight posture. Then when you drive back up, drive up to the heels and your feet to the standing position.
You can't put any weight on it. It's just a bouncy ball.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to work our deltoids and our shoulders. This exercise, we're going to work our front, our rear, and our sardials all in one exercise. We're going to start with our feet together. If you need to for your balance, you can always open them up, shoulder width apart. Bend the knee slightly, hold the weights right in front of you, just like this. We're going to raise them straight up in front of us to shoulder height, just like that. We're going to pull the weight straight out to the sides, still at shoulder height, and you're going to drop them right down to your sides. Then you're going to go in reverse. Back up, back to the center, and down. That is one repetition. We're going to perform maybe 11 more of these until we get that little burn in those deltoids. Out, down, up, center, down. The key with this exercise is to always go to shoulder height. You don't want to sag below, you don't want to go above your shoulders and overcompensate. And you want to make clean lines each time you make one of these cuts. Don't cut the corners around them. Up, out, down, up, center, down.
The key is to get that weight up, no matter what.
Just doing some alternating dumbbell curls. Feet about shoulder width apart, bend the knees a little bit, weights are hanging at your sides. Chest out. Bring the right side up, quarter turn, flex your bicep, keep your elbow in nice and tight. Quarter turn down. Other side turn, squeeze, turn down. Always want to make sure you keep your elbows in nice and tight, and you want to get a good flex at the top of that rep. Squeeze back, squeeze back, squeeze back. You can also do a variation of this exercise called a hammer curl. You bring the weight straight up into the shoulder, but don't actually hit the shoulder. Keep the elbow in and squeeze at the top. Flex, down, flex, down, flex, down. This exercise works different edges of the biceps muscle, because when you vary the movement, you evolve different fibers of your muscle.
So you could use a full body rock to really get that weight up.